Oh, hey guys, this is RBR Trophims 13. I just got out of the shower because um, I just feel like I needed a shower. Anyway, I'm doing a Q&A video. Um, I usually don't do videos where, you know, I do jump cuts, like, a bunch of videos that you guys probably watch, other YouTubers that, they say something and then after 10 seconds it'll cut to something else they say instead of it just being a full video. I mean, just, no edits. So this video is going to be no edits. It's just going to be questions and answers, Q&A. And I'm going to start now. Just jump. All right. So the first question from Grant GTRR34. What's your all-time favorite movie? Any genre. My favorite movie of all time would have to be The Godfather. And my favorite genre is horror, slasher films, whatever. I love it. Watched them when I was a kid, even though I may have been too young. They were very fun movies to watch. And to me, the two scariest slashers are Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger. Um, all right, and then the next one is from O2 Te. It's spelled O2THEH. All right. The first question is, what is your favorite genre besides horror? Drama. All right, two. Which is your favorite and least favorite Scream film? My favorite Scream film is Scream 2, and my favorite Scream film, my least favorite is Scream 3. Um, I mean, if you watch Scream 3 and compare to the first two, Scream 3 is nothing compared to the first two Scream movies. And Scream 4 was a much improved um, sequel in the series. Fourth one still had flaws, but nowhere near as much as the third Scream. Anyway, okay. Go to three. Who is your favorite character of each Scream film? Um, Sidney, Gail, um, Jill, and Stewie, and I think that's it. Yeah, and of course Ghostface himself. All right. And I love Tatum. Too bad they killed her off in the very beginning of the series. Okay. Would you rather see a Scream 5 or a reboot? Scream 5, without a doubt. Who would want to see Scream be remade, right? It wouldn't make any sense. So, I want to see a continuation of Sydney's character and Gail and Dewey and see what you know those where those characters would go and introducing new characters. I don't want it to be a TV show series. It's these stories are meant for to be cinematic, not you know TV showish. So all right, now I'll go to my next questions. Is it still recording? All right, 3 minutes in. Okay, go next. This is from Marion Mania 1234. Um, okay, so first question is, what has been your favorite film uh, of yours to write and direct? So I don't. Um, it won't let me read the rest. I don't know if that's the end of the question. I'm sorry. Um, what has been your favorite film of yours to write and direct so far? Is that what your question was? My favorite has been the last two Ghostface movies. Because I mean, I enjoyed all the films I've made, but to me, um, there's so big stories, the Ghostface series, part one and part two, and there's so much, there's so much big improvements over the first two. To me, everybody's got their own opinion, but I really like the way I developed Kyle and the way I developed Sydney, and spoilers, but I felt like killing off Kyle and Sydney was the right way to go to end that story, and so Though that was the most fun to me because I was adding a conclusion to that story, um, and kind of gave me a chance to kind of move on to other projects, even though I did. But it was fun to go back to Ghostface, and the film wasn't as rushed as the other ones, and I had more creative control than the previous film. So, all right, two. Can you talk about some of your favorite films of all time and how they inspired you to direct? All right. Um, can you talk about some of your favorite films of all time and how they inspired you? My favorite films are Godfather, The Crow, Scarface, Titanic, um, the original Halloween 2, which I think is way underrated. Way underrated, the original Halloween 2. And to me, that's my favorite Halloween of the series. Um, but then, my also favorite movies: Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th Part 4, Final Chapter, which I think is another underrated sequel, underrated horror film, slasher film. Um, and uh, it goes on. I mean, I really love Tarantino's movies, um, and a few Spielberg films. The Star Wars movies were I think my biggest inspiration for me is is to be a filmmaker. I grew up with Star Wars. That's kind of the reason why I kind of got into movies was Star Wars, and of course, slasher films. But all right, three. What are your most anticipated upcoming films? Um, well, okay. The Godzilla reboot. I'm gonna see Amazing Spider-Man Tuesday. I don't know if that'll be good, but because I hated the first film, but this one looks a lot more fun, more Spider-Man-y. And then you have uh, the Mockingjay Part One, um, which I hated Hunger Games. But Catching Fire really impressed me. They got a really good director, and the story was better, and so I'm looking forward to the last two Hunger Games. And then The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies, and I think that's it. Yeah. So those are the movies I'm looking forward to this year. Everybody saw Captain America: Winter Soldier, and I thought that was great. So, all right. I'm a massive Stephen King fan, and I'm wondering if you like any of his books slash films. Well, I read Misery, and that's like one of my favorite books. I think that's my favorite book he wrote. Um, and I love The Shining. That's, I think, my favorite Stephen King live action movie. Um, and the movie It had potential, but it was done very poorly. Okay. Would you ever considering doing movie reviews slash discussions of your channel? Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing movie reviews. Except that I do want to do more with my YouTube channel and be able to do the jump cut videos for you guys because I know you guys are probably used to, um, other, basically the big guys that review movies on YouTube. I wouldn't try to be like them, but I would want to stay consistent so those people that watch those videos are going to watch other movie reviews. And if I do a review that's just one shot, nothing moves, no jump cuts, you know, people will lose interest. So in order for me, I think if I ever would do movie reviews, I'd have to get a new computer and have the software to do all that stuff I do. But there's not enough space on my laptop. So, all right. Hope that answered your questions, Marion Mania. Good questions. Thank you. One, two, three, four. Okay. Um, all right. And now this is the end of the questions. I think if I missed any of your guys's, I'll do a Q&A video part two. Oh, I'm 9 minutes in. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Oh shit. Wait. Okay. All right. All right. She has two questions. I guess he or she. I don't know. First question is, what's your opinion, if any, on the Hatchet film series do you like? Do you think it's a part of the future of slasher films? The Hatchet films are underrated. I mean, I really enjoyed the first Hatchet film. The second one I thought was awesome. I really wasn't impressed with the third one. I thought the third one was a huge letdown, so I don't know if that series is going to go on. And Adam Green didn't direct it, so I think that's what was missing too. Um, but I don't think it's quite the future of slasher films. In fact, slasher films are not as big as they were back then in the 80s. And especially that Saw franchise is gone. And now you have the movies like Conjuring, Paranormal Activity. They're not slasher, they're spiritual. There's more like supernatural horror films now than there were with slasher films, and I want to see more slasher than supernatural. That's just me. But thank you for your question. With the story of your films being very strong, about well written, thank you. Do you think you'd ever write a horror novel, or do you think your skills best suited toward film? Um, I'm not saying yes or no to a book. I mean, maybe or probably eventually when I get older, I'll write a book. Um, but for right now, I want to stick to horror, and because it's so much fun. I mean, um, all the kills and the suspense and the characters, the development. It's just it's a fun ride, and I love to impress you guys, the audience. I want you guys to enjoy my movies and to comment and talk about them and talk about it on Twitter, or whatever. Talk about all your thoughts on each film I did or in any one specifically, and just give your all you guys just give your opinions on my films and what I need to change and not change and for my future as a director. Um, but any good news for you guys? Ghostface versus Jason filming starts next month. Um, Storyboards are done, rehearsing starting, casting starting. It's all a go right now, but um, it's still a pre-production. There's no filming yet, but we're getting there. So thank you everybody for your questions. If you guys got any more, feel free to send me messages or comment, and I will answer them for you guys. So thank you, and I hope all of you have a good day, and I'll make videos soon in the future, update you guys on Ghostface versus Jason. Um, but yeah, the reason why I don't make too many videos is for right now because I'm working on school and just kind of focusing on myself and trying to get better and all those kind of things. So, all right, well, talk to you guys soon and hope you guys have a great weekend and I'll make a video eventually. So, all right, talk to you guys later. Peace.